Tennessee All-Pro fans, I want to bring you to another edition of Shooting Straight with the Buck. As always, my guest, the Tennessee All-Pro champion, Gregory McDaniel.
Shooting straight with the buck.
Because I'm a straight shooter.
I thought it was straight shooting with the buck.
Nah, that one's kind of copyrighted. I'm not allowed to use that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. How funny was that? Just found that out the other day.
Well.
So, fans, if you missed the show that we had on August the 29th, you missed a stacked card of action. We started off the night with Uptown Funk taking on Anthony Wayne and the Super Destroyer. Anthony Wayne and the Super Destroyer was able to pick up the victory again this week.
Yeah, because they're facing sucky Uptown Funk.
Well, they did put up a fight against Anthony Wayne and the Super Destroyer. It's just they could not overcome that big monster of a man, Super Destroyer.
Whoa, are you gay or something?
No. Anyways, the next match was PS 911 taking on Psycho Medic. Now this match, it didn't last all that long because PS 911 and Psycho Medic went to the outside. They started using chairs and weapons and all this stuff. The ref threw the match out. PS 911 sent a challenge to Psycho Medic and his crew that him and his partner Ron Davis, they are Perfection Unlimited. They have thrown out the challenge this coming week for the Assassins of Souls.
I like PS 911. I got better things to say about Ron Davis and that manager or manager.
Yeah, we've heard your opinions on them.
Mooager.
But it's going to be Perfection Unlimited taking on the Assassins of Souls this weekend. What do you think about that Psycho Medic?
He's a psycho. Duh.
Yeah. And then, as it broke last week on the Tennessee All-Pro Radio, your buddy Adam McCormick got a title shot last weekend against Dangerous James Black for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. Now,
are you going to say we cheated this week?
Well, you were out there.
I was out there, but I didn't do anything.
You had the referee distracted. The referee did not see that your buddy used the
James,
belt.
Hold on. No, nobody used anything, for one. And I was just telling the referee to let James Black know that his shoe was untied. Did you not see his shoe untied?
I saw it was untied.
See, that's what I was telling the referee.
He had Adam down. He gave him a super kick. He used one of Adam's own moves against him.
Yeah, but
he was down. He had him covered. When you were up there.
Shut up for a second, Scottie. How many times I got to say that tonight? The ref was listening to me because I was trying to tell him to tell James Black that his boot was untied, and then James Black took his attention off Adam, and Adam just took the opportunity. Yeah. No cheating involved.
Well, I have to say this. Adam McCormick did walk away with the title.
And I did not cheat, did I? I didn't cheat.
You didn't lay your hands on him.
I didn't cheat.
But
no, I didn't cheat.
Anyways,
I'm not a cheater.
We're going to move on.
I'm not like your cousin.
The next match we had was a triple threat that pitted Tim Jernigan, Kilauea, and Red Curtis all in the same match. Kilauea was able to pick up the victory in that triple threat.
That's a shocker. You know, his theme song says, all I do is win, but really it should say, all I do is lose, because that's all he ever does.
Well, he was impressive in that triple threat. He was able to pick up the victory.
It's a shocker.
And then the next match pitted the Bruise Brothers, Iceman Chris Kern, J.P. Cage Jones.
Destroying Brent Powers.
Taking on Brent Powers and Corey Prince of Legion.
Destroying.
Legion was holding their own until Brent got busted open.
Until Brent got destroyed.
I mean, he was bleeding like a stuck pig. He was wearing the crimson mask and everything. I had fans coming over to the table telling me to stop the match because he was bleeding too much.
Boo-hoo.
I mean, I told the fans, I said, the referee has control of the match. I can't do anything. I don't have any control. I'm just a commentator and ring announcer. There's nothing I can do. But everybody was concerned. And then after the match, J.P. Jones and Iceman Chris Kern and Lady Tiffany, they get Laura Lou in the corner. What's Laura Lou going to do?
She shouldn't have been in the ring.
She wasn't in the ring. They pulled her in the ring.
You just said they had her in the corner. She shouldn't have been in the ring checking on her poor little boyfriend. And yes, I say boyfriend because that's all he is. He's a boy. And she gets cornered by 3 people. What do you expect's going to happen?
Well, she tried to fight her way out. She slapped J.P. Jones in the face.
Did she throw the first punch?
She
Slap.
hit him first, and then
that's all that matters. He defended himself.
And then he basically just laid her out.
He defended himself.
When he knocked her out, I swear it was like all hell broke loose. Fans everywhere were trying to get to the ring and everything. Our head of security almost got knocked out because of those fans.
She should not have put herself in a man's place. Right?
You see it your way.
We're out there in the ring. Me and you. And the woman of the century slaps you in the face.
I ain't gonna lay a hand on her because I
You're
know
gonna get mad though.
I will get mad, but I won't lay a hand on her because I know what would be coming if I did.
All right. I'm down on the ground, knocked out because I'm bleeding to death, like Brent Powers was, and she slaps you.
I still ain't gonna do it because I know the repercussions of when you wake up, what you're gonna do.
But Brent won't do anything because he realizes that Laura was stupid enough to get in the ring, stupid enough to strike J.P. Jones, and she's too stupid to even realize what she's going to start with Lady Tiffany.
Well, we'll have to find out this coming weekend what happens. In the main event, it was you taking
Hold on. Who was I supposed to take on?
You were supposed to take on Caleb Courageous, but
And who didn't show up?
he was out with an injury.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. How many weeks have I heard that excuse? It seems, he shows up when I'm not going to give him a title shot. But when, or better yet, a rematch. I never say if it's a title shot or not. And then when I do agree to give him a rematch, he doesn't show up. Seems like someone's scared.
Well, I don't know. I heard from the doctors in the back that he was out due to injury because something happened during the week. I'm not too sure what was going on, but somehow he done something to his back.
He faked an injury, paid the doctors to lie about it.
But in the main event, taking his place was Roxo.
Yeah, you saw what happened to him.
I saw you picked up the victory.
Yep.
And then I also saw after the match that you struck the referee.
No, I don't recall that.
I mean, there's pictures all over Facebook. Referee Kevin laying on the ground after you struck him.
Is there pictures of me physically making contact with him?
I'm sure if we go back on Thursday when the video goes up of the show, you'll clearly see on camera you struck the referee.
I looked on the camera. There is no proof that I physically struck Kevin.
Well, cameras don't lie.
I watched the video.
Well, we'll find out on Thursday when it goes up on TennesseeAllProWrestling.com.
Hey, but you know what? He is an Asian, so he's pretty smart, and he should be smart enough to know not to slow count me or lay his hands on me or try to physically assault me with his words or verbally assault me with his words and physically touch me all the time because that's going to get you one place. I'm just defending myself. It's like when the general manager tried to grab a hold of my butt in front of all the fans. I could file sexual harassment on him.
Now, when did that happen?
During my match, before my match started, I was outside and he came up behind me and he grabbed a hold of my butt cheek. Right there.
It must have been out of my visual range. I didn't see
Videos don't lie. Cameras don't lie.
Well, I guess we'll have to check out the video on TennesseeAllProWrestling.com on Thursday when it goes up at 7 p.m.
I'm contemplating filing a sexual harassment lawsuit against him.
Well,
because
I guess you have to do whatever you think's right.
He grabbed my butt and he pulled my hair.
Well, we all know how much you like your hair pulled.
Shut up, man. There is nothing. I do not like my hair being pulled.
Well, I guess we could always ask the lady of the century.
That's wrong. You shouldn't be asking questions like that.
Well, anyways, This coming Saturday, September the 5th, we're going to have a stack card. After the show last Saturday, I got to have an exclusive interview with Dangerous James Black.
Dangerous, my A double money logos.
Well, anyways, he sent out a challenge to you and your tag team partner Adam that
Did I accept that?
Well, no, but in the video, the general manager came in and signed the match.
Did I accept it?
Well, somebody of higher authority than you has signed the match.
Look, if he's going to try to force me to wrestle somebody that I didn't sign a contract to wrestle, then guess what? I'll come out here, I'll get the ref to ring the bell, and then I'll roll out and I'll leave.
Well,
unless he's going to pay me double for having to put up with James Black's stinky smelliness that he's got going on. You smelled that guy lately?
no, I
It's
haven't.
like you don't wear deodorant, but amplify it like by 10,000.
Well, it's supposed to be him and a mystery partner taking on you guys in the Axis of Arrogance.
Who's his mystery partner? Caleb Courageous?
I haven't been told.
Will
He
Caleb Courageous even
won't
show
tell me.
up?
Well, he's scheduled to be there this Saturday.
Oh, yeah. He was scheduled to be there last Saturday, but guess what? He got scared and didn't show up.
Well, we'll see if the doctors clear him for action this weekend.
Doctor's clearing him.
But we're also going to have one half of Uptown Funk, Cal Redmond,
But,
taking on Anthony Wayne.
hey, a midget versus a stick. That's all that is.
Well, his tag team partner, Chris Carlton, is going to be taking on the Super Destroyer in a singles contest.
A giant versus a disformed person. Because have you seen how long his torso is compared to his legs? Chris Carlton. Look at it this way.
Listen, you're sitting there calling me Gabe for saying that the Super Destroyer is a monster of a man, and you're sitting there.
You said he's a monster of a man.
You're checking out his torso and his legs.
I say Chris Carlton is deformed because his torso is like this long and his legs are like this long.
Why are you looking at the man's legs?
Because you could notice it from a mile away.
The same way as you can
notice
that the Super Destroyer is 6'5".
Chris Carlton's torso is as long as this table, and his legs as long as my belt.
Okay, you're checking out another man. Like I said, this weekend we're going to have the Bruise Brothers taking on Legion again. I don't know. Brent is mad now.
Oh,
it's
God.
personal. They came after Laura Lou.
Hey,
He's out for revenge.
What did he do to Adam McCormick for going after Laura Lou? Nothing.
Well, because
It seems as though somebody doesn't care too much about the lady that walks out with him.
I don't know. But we're also going to have this weekend, like I said, the Assassins of Souls taking on Perfection Unlimited. Now that...
As long as PS911 keeps Ron Davis at ringside instead of eating out of the concession stand the whole match, they should win. Oh, and that manager, as long as the black guys don't go cow tipping on her.
Well, also this weekend we're going to have the Monsters of Mayhem. We're going to have Caleb Courageous. We're going to have Kilauea. We're going to have all the stars of Tennessee All-Pro. So, doors open at 7, bell time at 8, $6 to get in, 5542 Manchester Highway in the Victory Center. It's Tennessee All-Pro Wrestling. We'll see you this weekend. Be there.